Marvel is going through a lot of changes, and with the announcement of Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doctor Doom, fans are reacting not only with excitement, but also with a resounding why and how. Didn't we just see him die in Endgame? Well, if you ask these questions and want to join me in connecting the dots, let's start by understanding how this unexpected casting became a reality. Let's take a walk down memory lane to 2005, when 20th Century Fox took on the ambitious project of bringing Marvel's first family to the big screen with Fantastic Four. Directed by Tim Story, the film featured Iowan Grufford, Jessica Alba, Michael Chiklis, Chris Evans, and Julian McMahon as Victor Von Doom. Interestingly, Robert Downey Jr. was considered for the role of Doctor Doom during the casting process. Can you imagine that? A different what-if scenario in Marvel's history. However, Downey's personal and legal troubles at the time led to the role going to Julian McMahon.
Victor is, from the comic side of things, Victor originally comes from a place called Latveria, which is a place that doesn't exist. It's kind of an Austrian-type place. He was, what was he again? He was the son of a Latvian prince, I think it is, and a gypsy mother.
Tim Story later praised McMahon's portrayal, noting how perfectly his arrogance and brilliance fit Victor Von Doom.
Julian's probably the funniest guy on the set. I mean, he is hilarious, but at the same time, he can switch that and give us this edge. I mean, that's what was great about Julian as well. Through all of the stuff, he always has this edge about him. Even when he's being the nicest and the most charming guy in the world, there's always this little thing where you know, this guy might switch up on me. And he brought that to the role of Victor, because Victor becomes, quote unquote, the greatest villain of all time. Even he has a little bit of an accent, and that was perfect, you know, because we didn't want to say that Victor was from a specific place. I mean, he is from Liberia, but we didn't want to say that, quote unquote, but we just wanted him to sound non-American.
This decision, while challenging, highlighted the complexities of casting such a pivotal role. But life has a funny way of turning things around. While McMahon's career continued, Robert Downey Jr. began to revive his own. Despite missing out on Doctor Doom, this twist of fate led him to the role that would redefine his career.
The truth is, I am Iron Man.
Tony Stark in Iron Man.
Hey Marvel fans, ready to see Kang the Conqueror make his epic return to the MCU? Check out my brand new Bring Kang Back design exclusively on my Redbubble shop, featuring a striking image of Jonathan Majors in vibrant green and purple hues, paired with the bold caption, Bring Kang Back to the MCU. This design captures his commanding presence and shows support for his return. Whether it's on a t-shirt, hoodie or sticker, this is a must-have for every true Marvel enthusiast. Don't wait, grab your Bring Kang Back merch today and join the movement to bring Kang the Conqueror back to the MCU. Let's make our voices heard and celebrate the Marvel Multiverse in style. Visit my Redbubble shop now to find your perfect gear. The link to my store is in the description below. Thank you for your support. Now on with the show.
This casting decision, fought for by Jon Favreau, would kickstart the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or MCU, showcasing Downey's wit, charisma, and undeniable talent.
We wouldn't be in this mess if it wasn't for you. Meaning, we wouldn't have a studio if it wasn't for him.
That's true.
Or you. Tell me your memories of where that idea came from, because there were some other people, and I've talked about it.
I remember that Robert had come in for a general on it, and I remember you had all met with him already for like Doctor Doom or something on another project. I think I think he had come through on a maybe
Right.
Fantastic Four.
Right.
So everybody sort of knew who he was, and I remember sitting down with the guy, and I was like, geez, he just got it in it. He's got that spark in him and his eye, and he's ready. And that's when we were in your office, and we were pointing to his headshot and saying, we got to try to figure this out.
Yeah.
That was enough to get us a screen test.
I assure you the day weapons are no longer needed to keep the peace all happily transist to manufacturing bricks and beams for baby hospitals, making hemp pants and the like. But until that time, can I get you a drink?
But then once it was him, that's when my life got a lot easier, because understood the voice of the character, and then one by one, people were just signing on board.
Yep.
Because now it became something interesting to
Gwyneth,
people.
Jeff.
Gwyneth,
Yep.
Jeff. it all galvanized at that point.
After more than a decade portraying Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. concluded his iconic role in Avengers Endgame in 2019. His portrayal left an indelible mark on the franchise, turning Tony Stark into a beloved character worldwide.
Is the door to Iron Man totally closed? Because I don't believe it is.
Oh.
You guys can go through time now. You can go, you already opened up that door.
Well, let me ask you the question. If I pick the jersey back up and put it on, wouldn't you feel a little bit like, oh,
No.
crap? And everyone's going somewhere, and
Is it a true end, though? Because everyone keeps cracking a little door open, saying maybe.
right.
And are you keeping it cracked
Those
open?
might be what do they call the stages of grief? I'm not sure. Are we in bargaining now? I am so pleased just that I wound up where I have. I'm very fortunate. So I'm not the kind of guy who I want to try to keep it classy.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. All right, that's good.
We'll see if I'm classy or not.
As Downey himself once said, "That role chose me, and it became a part of my DNA. I'd happily return if the story is compelling enough." And now, after a 10-year journey through the Infinity Saga, the MCU is moving forward, exploring multiverse storylines. Speculations about Downey's return had been floating since Phase 4, but nothing prepared fans for the bombshell that dropped at Comic-Con 2024. On July 27th, Marvel Studios announced that Dr. Doom would be played by none other than Robert Downey Jr. This announcement took the fandom by storm, but it wasn't entirely out of the blue. Robert Downey Jr. recently shared in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter how Kevin Feige approached him about returning to the MCU, despite Tony Stark's dramatic exit in Endgame. Downey recalled Feige saying, "It just keeps occurring to me, if you were to come back," to which Downey's wife Susan asked, "Come back as what?" Then Feige made a bold proposal, "Let's get Victor Von Doom right." This marked the beginning of what would become one of Marvel's most talked-about casting decisions. Curious to see how Bob Iger would react to such a bold idea, Downey brought it up while discussing other projects with the Disney CEO. Iger, known for his keen instincts, quickly gave his approval, simply saying, "I like it." With Iger's backing, Downey was convinced to return, this time as one of Marvel's most iconic villains, Victor Von Doom. But not everyone was thrilled. The fan reaction was mixed, to say the least.
No idea. I had no idea. This son of a bitch didn't say anything to me. And we're good friends. Like, he's not, and anybody on you have Avenger Family Chat, right? The original. And this from us the whole along. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's exciting news, man. I'm really, really excited about it.
Before you guys go, though, who knew about Robert already?
I think we just found out on the spot. Did you? Yeah, we just got here, and yeah, I mean, it was just surreal. What do you think?
Are you excited?
I mean, I feel like everybody's insanely stoked. Like, this is great news. I mean, I don't know. Is it good news or bad news for the Thunderbolts, though?
Well, it's certainly bad news. That guy's, according to the Russo brothers, the greatest actor in the world. Nobody wants to act with that guy.
There is no.
Jesus, it's like playing, with Michael Jordan. Get me out of there. No.
There is absolutely nothing that Robert Downey Jr. can't do.
It was just revealed in Hall H that your fellow Avenger, Robert Downey Jr., is back in the MCU as Dr. Doom. They just shared it. How does it feel to be welcoming him back into the MCU?
I better kill him first. He better not. I get first dibs to knock him off. That's it.
Can we see that matchup, Captain America versus Dr. Doom?
Hell yeah, he's going to pull a hamstring or something. I'm going to take him down. I am not going lightly into this Dark Knight.
Announced that Robert Downey Jr. was, being brought back from Marvel to play Dr. Doom. I mean, it looks like he's replacing your villain, Kang. I mean, are you hurt with the new direction that, Marvel is, going?
Of course. I love him. I love Kang.
I mean, both Robert Downey Jr. and Ezra Miller have had like a history of trouble with like the law and getting arrested for felonies. I mean, you only had a misdemeanor. Do you feel like it's unfair that like you're not being given the same opportunities as them?
I mean, that's hard. I mean, come on, yeah.
I mean, why do you think that's the case though? Like,
I don't know.
would you want your old role back, like your old job back as Kang the Conqueror?
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I love him. That's why I said I love him. I love him.
While others were concerned, could this casting undermine Tony Stark's legacy? And what about Dr. Doom? Would he be portrayed as just another variant of Stark? However, in recent interviews, both Downey and Marvel have clarified that his portrayal of Dr. Doom will not be a variant of Tony Stark. This is an important distinction to make, as it lays to rest many of the rumors that were swirling after the announcement. Let's talk about the upcoming Fantastic Four movie titled Fantastic Four: First Steps, slated for 2025. While fans might expect Doom to be the central villain, Marvel has other plans. Downey's Dr. Doom is expected to make only a brief appearance in a mid-credit or post-credit scene, setting the stage for his future in the MCU. But the real fireworks will happen in the upcoming Avengers movies. Downey is confirmed to take on the role of Dr. Doom in Avengers: Doomsday 2026 and Avengers: Secret Wars 2027, where he will be positioned as a major threat to the entire MCU. Now, there's plenty of speculation about how Marvel will handle this transition. With the multiverse in play, and Marvel's recent issues with other actors, could this be a strategic move to leverage Downey's star power? Only time will tell. It's hard to imagine Downey wanting to play Doom for another decade, but as a temporary variant role, it could be a thrilling addition to the MCU. And given Downey's previous MCU salaries, this return surely comes with a hefty price tag. Whatever the outcome, Marvel fans are sure to be in for an exciting ride. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the potential return of Robert Downey Jr. to the MCU. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to stay updated on the latest Marvel news, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Leave your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Until next time, keep marveling at the possibilities.